The team's performance lately could drive a person to drink a lot more than he's currently drinking. It's frustrating, but lately it's been frustrating in a good way. The January transfer window's open. We've made a few moves already. I'll highlight those here in a little bit. We've got a game against Burnley today, and it could set the table for the rest of our year. My name's FM19, and this is the Palace March, episode 15. It's enough to give a manager a complex. How are you going to lose to Bournemouth twice in 3 weeks, and yet beat teams like Huddersfield 4-0, and then hold top-of-the-table teams like Man United and Arsenal to draws? It wasn't that we held Arsenal to a draw, it's that we held them to a 0-0 draw. And Lord knows they tried scoring 24 shots, 12 on target to our 6 and 2. They had 3 woodwork hits. It's almost as bad as the 4 woodwork hits we had in that one game. Decent possession advantage for them. They had a solid performance in the midfield and on the defensive line, which stopped our scoring opportunities. But as you can see, our goalkeeper and defensive back 4 were absolutely rock solid. Onana made player of the week, and rightfully got player of the match. He had some brilliant saves. We follow that up by going away to Leicester and winning 2-1. Berg had a 17th minute goal. Mayoral had a 33rd minute goal. Kamara got sent off in the 38th minute for this lungy slide tackle cleats up thing, and we were a man down. Changed to the defense, locked everything down, and then a late period goal. Leicester broke up the clean sheet in the 93rd minute with a Pereira goal. Once we were a man down, they absolutely surged forward. I mean, they had 24 shots in the first half and 14 in the second half. And I guarantee you, 20 of those shots came after the 38th minute. Onana, again, was a hero between the sticks. Tompkins also had a really good game. We're getting some good performances from players I'm really expecting good performances out of. Mayoral, especially. He had a goal this game. We were then home at Everton, and we absolutely drubbed them 4-1. A Jetty with a 17th minute goal. Munir with a brace of goals, 38th and 42nd minute. Mayoral chipped in a goal in the 85th minute. Theo Walcott broke up the clean sheet in the 13th minute. And Everton had more shots than us, more on target. They didn't have any clear-cut chances, though, and only 2 half chances. Pickford just had a mare of a game between the sticks. And the defense wasn't that much better. Walcott was about the only player who really did anything for them. On the other hand, the weakest player on our day was Meyer, and he came in the 73rd minute. Berg had a 7-0, and that was it. Munir had an absolute gem of a game. Created 1 chance, 5 key passes, 1 assist, 2 goals, a solid 9.3 rating. Going to... the squad. As you can see, Mayoral, Munir, and Ajeti are the top goal scorers. 27 goals between the 3 of them. And I'm fine with that. I don't think we're going to have a 25 goal a season striker. As long as these 3 are creating chances and scoring and feeding off of each other. Munir has 6 assists, Mayoral has 4, Ajeti has 5. I'm fine with that. Especially if the defense keeps locking it down like they have been as well. January transfer window is open. Before the window, I went out and did what I think could be a little bit of bargain hunting. This is just the cash and clause transfers because, frankly, I have to scroll on the outs. Shea Adams, I really wanted to like him. He was good, but he wasn't great. I saw him as a role player. We probably overpaid for him the first season. And then getting Mayoral and Munir in kind of put him as our 5th striker. And because we're not playing wingers anymore, he wasn't seeing a lot of playing time. I was bringing him off the bench, and he was getting playing time off the bench. He wanted first-team playing time. I promised him first-team playing time. He came to me saying he wasn't getting first-team playing time. I said, how about a loan? And he pitched a fit and was like, I want to leave. And I'm like, fine, I will ship you out as soon as I can. He goes to Norwich for £5 million, going up to £5.5 million based on appearances. We lose about £7 million on that deal. Jeffrey Schlupp just wasn't getting any more playing time. He wasn't getting any better. As a matter of fact, some of his skills actually started going down. I put him out there. Blackburn snapped him up for $2.4 million, going to $2.6. That's all appearance based. On the ends, and I had to pay for these guys. They're all youngsters, but I think you'll understand why I did. Matthias Ross comes to us from Aalborg, £850,000, going up to £950,000. 18-year-old defensive center back, 1.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Already a solid jumper, already solid mentals, with the exception of the determination. When I signed him, that was one of those 2 to 8 things. And my theory on that is, if it's 2 to 8, chances are it's a 5 and you can build them up. Unfortunately, it's a 2. Moved him up to the first team after watching Bust the Nets video on team training and that. Moved him up to the first team, put him in a group with Milivojevic. That determination should be coming up. He'll get some playing time on the first team for the rest of the year. Most of it will be under 23s and under 18 games. He's a long-term project. If he gets that determination up, though, he will be a solid defensive center back. Jermaine Ale Korsbrook comes to us from Bielefeld, £250,000 going to £300,000 based on appearances. Defensive midfielder and midfielder. Pretty good physicals, okay mentals, pretty good technicals where they count. 1.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. That was 4.5 stars when I scouted him, at least when my scouts were looking at him. There's definitely a disconnect between what my assistant coach and I think and what my primary scouts think. I'm tempted to believe the scouts, though. One of the things I've done that actually helps me out quite a bit is, I want to go here. I go into my scouts and I give them nicknames. Their nicknames is essentially their ability and their potential ability. And for a lot of these guys, I'm having people like Roger Cross and Kevin Hunt and Arcades Moda do the scouting on them. So, if Roger Cross says that's a 4-star potential player or that's a 4.5-star potential player, I tend to believe him more than I do Trustful. I really like Consbrook. I think he has got the makings of a quality central midfielder. His physicals are not the best, but they could be better. The 16 natural fitness is nice. The 8 strength is kind of on the low side, as is the jumping reach. But then again, he's a central midfielder. He's not supposed to, get in that sort of thing. I'm liking his technicals already. The 14 marking, 13 passing, 16 tackling, 12 technique. And he's 17 years old. 3-4 years on the under 18 and under 23s, and maybe a couple first team appearances. I definitely think he'll be a 4.5-star player. Zelko Jark comes to us from Olympia Ljubljana for £75,000. 1-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. Again, he was a 4-star potential ability player when I got him. I took a risk on him thinking that, I'm looking at his physicals and I'm looking at his mentals. Jumping reach of 14, strength of 11, balance of 13, natural fitness of 13, aggression of 17, bravery of 13, determination of 12, positioning of 12, 12 marking, 13 tackling on the technicals, 6'5", 185 pounds, and he's 17 years old. For 75,000 pounds, why not? And keep him on the under 18 teams until he ages out, and then start loaning him out. Send him down to Cruz, send him down to Bromley, get him some first team playing time there, and see how much he improves. I think this is another one of those situations where he's probably a 4-star potential player. And at the end of the day, if he's not, I know I can move him on for more than 75,000 pounds. Last in, Duje Sablik from NK Osijek? I don't know where that is, to be honest with you. PRVA Liga? Dinamo Zagreb. Croatia? I don't have it loaded. I'm sorry, my knowledge of European football, as I've said before, is literally like a PowerPoint slide deep. Anyhow, defensive right back. 17 years old, 1.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. These are his physicals at 17 years old. 15 acceleration, 14 agility, 15 natural fitness, 14 pace. The mentals are pretty solid already. He's a starter on National League teams with attributes like these. The technicals, they could be better. Then again, he's only 17 years old. They will get better. He is definitely going to go out on loan next year to one of the affiliates. And for 175,000 pounds, going up to 225,000 pounds, that's a deal. There's still a little bit of money left in the bank. 4.4 million transfer budget. We've only got about 30,000 in the wage budget, but I can tinker with that a bit if I have to. I don't think we're looking for anybody else. We've got 4 quality strikers. Sorloth is the primary backup. I've got a quality midfield. I did bring back Ruggiero from loan. One of the things that's been happening is there seems to be this rotation going between Benasser, Tonali, and Berg, where they all need a rest of some sort. And I'm not understanding it because neither of them are really playing any more games than the other. They're all internationals for their team. But I brought Ruggiero back to get him some playing time and to help spell some of these guys. The one thing I might look for is backup on the defensive center back line. I got the youngsters I just brought in to play defensive left back and defensive right back if I have to. I am a little bit annoyed, though, that Riedewald and Wan-Bissaka really aren't improving all that much. This is Wan-Bissaka's training. And yeah, his anticipation has gone up, but not a lot else has, really. His teamwork's gone up a little bit as well. It's just, he's a 3-star current 4-star potential player. And I keep waiting for him to gain a half star, and he's not. And it's not that he's getting older. I mean, he is. He's still got enough room to grow, I think. If he was 25 or 26 years old, I would be looking at moving him on. Same thing with Riedewald. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He's a year older than Wan-Bissaka. He's just not improving like I would like him to. I think his biggest improvement is his positioning. So, I don't know. I think come the offseason, we're going to have to take a really hard look at Riedewald and Wan-Bissaka. I like them both. They're good players, and they have the potential to become even better. But I don't know. The one other piece of good news we got is that we got the soft Brexit option. Starting next year, transfer window, we go to the 17 foreign player maximum. And what that means is players I have out on loan, like Santos, who I fully expect to be part of the defensive center back rotation, I can sign him to a new contract. He doesn't have to qualify for a work permit anymore. He can come onto the team and start playing. It was fabulous news. So today we are playing Burnley at home. I'm going to go set the best 11, make sure the reserves are set as well, and we will get that match underway in just a bit. Well, today we are hosting Burnley, and we are playing our 4-3-3. Onana in goal, Riedewald, Kamara, Mepham, and Wan-Bissaka as the defensive back 4, Samoas, Tonali, and Ruggiero as the midfield 3, Mayoral, Munir, and Ajeti up top as the strikers. I have gone through and tweaked the formation a little bit. Riedewald and Wan-Bissaka are now wingbacks. Mayoral and Ajeti are complete forwards on support, and Munir is the attacking forward up top. Mayoral is one of those strikers who's pretty good at almost all the positions, but he doesn't outright excel at one. Ajeti's a pretty competent complete forward, but he's a great pressing forward. Push comes to shove, if I think it'll help or help change things up, I can switch him to that. Sorloth comes in as a target man on support. Sleet, 3 degrees Celsius. Going to be a fun match. Yeah, I've already got players at below 80%. I have not been able to get a good rotation going on the midfield. And it's something I think is going to be a real strength of the team in the future. I just have to get everybody healthy. Oh, Munir breaks through the line. And he hits it too hard. Goes over the crossbar. Penalty kick. Brady's shot also goes over the crossbar. Free kick, penalty kick. I keep calling those penalty kicks. I know they're not. Oh, this is dangerous. Tarkowski. Oh, look. Another first goal of the season. We're giving up a lot of those. It's annoying. Let's see what happened here. Brady's kick. Tarkowski breaks. How that guy there was not offsides, I am not quite sure. Yeah. Go to the attack the last 15 minutes of the half here. Me with the throw in to Wood. Tonali intercepts. And his pass goes right to Tarkowski, but Mayoral intercepts his pass, taps it up to Munier, who's all alone, and he hits the outside post. They're not calling that an on-target shot. That's interesting. Munier with corner kick to Samoas. Back to Munier, to Mayoral at the top of the box to Ajeti, and he scores. That was a nice strike. He went far post on that. That was interesting. Let's see what this looks like in the 3D. So Munier taps it to Samoas, who's dispossessed, but Munier's there to get it. Mayoral to Ajeti. Oh, nice strike. Brady with a free kick from outside the box, and Hendrick is there. Okay. Was that a Mepham own goal, or was that a Hendrick score? Oh, look, another extra period goal. Well, we're not getting exactly mugged by Burnley. We've had 11 shots, 2 on target, they're 6 and 3. We've had a slight possession advantage as well. Chris Mepham is definitely having a not good game. Gonna have to pull Ruggiero off here in a little bit. Probably Tonali as well. Onana with the goal kick. Out to Wan-Bissaka. Passes it up. Ajeti's there. Taps it over to Munier. Oh, Samoas. Oh, what a shot. Wow. That was some nice passing, too. That's his first goal of the season. I could have sworn he scored earlier in the year. Nice long pass by Bissaka. Ajeti to Munier. Okay, that wasn't exactly a Munier pass so much as it was a Burnley slide tackle that sent it to Samoas, but he definitely capitalized on it. Me to Wood. Over to Cork. To Hendrick. Long pass, but Mayoral intercepts it. Sends it up to Ajeti. And he skies it over the crossbar. Okay. Berg is going to come on for Ruggiero. Meyer is going to come on for Tonali. Tompkins is going to come on for Mepham. I usually don't like using all three of our subs at once, but this time I kind of felt it's justified. Amarty. Oh, his throw is intercepted. Samoa sends it up to Munier. Berg with a nice long shot from outside the box. Well done. It's a horrible throw, and Samoa stepped right in front of it. Munier to Berg. Oh, he never stopped running. It was a nice assist by Munier. We're going to come off the attack and go back to balanced. That could be a mistake. Vokes, long pass. Oh, Wood is there. Challenged. Tompkins knocks it away, but Brady gets the rebound. Brady crosses in. Gudmundsson's there, and they equalize. Son of a gun. You know, we're going to go back to the attack. Let's see here. Oh, it was a nice pass by Brady. Nice low cross there. 8 minutes left. Me with the throw in to Brady. Over to Gudmundsson. To Wood. Off the post. And he may have been offsides. 4 minutes of extra time. Can we get one back? Wan-Bissaka with the throw-in to Ajeti. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Crosses it in. Mayoral's there, but it's knocked away. Samoas at the top of the box. Out to Wan-Bissaka. To Meyer at the top of the box. He sends it out to Riedewald on the left. Last chance. Time's running out. Crosses it in to Mayoral. Is he fouled? They're saying he's offside. The heck? Oh, come on. This is what I'm talking about. 19 shots, 5 on target, good possession advantage. 3 goals they get 3 goals as well. And Burnley's an 8th place team. We're in 6th place on 31 points. We're fighting for a European spot. Fingers crossed, we'll keep this European spot. But with teams like Everton and Tottenham down in 10th and 11th place and making a push, I don't know. We'll have to see. I think last time I said we come back for Stoke, but I'm going to switch that up. I think what we're going to do is catch the last game of each month for the foreseeable future, unless we get to like the FA Cup semi-final or final or something like that. So Stoke, and then probably Tottenham, because they'll probably make their way back up the table, and then we'll go from there. Although we could come back for Liverpool or Southampton. We'll have to see how that turns out. But yeah, definitely next game up is going to be Watford. December and January so far have been a good run of games. We've gotten some good results. Losing to Bournemouth hurts, but the fact that we drew Man United and Arsenal makes up for that. But drawing to teams like Burnley, that's just... we should have had them. But as the saying goes, the ball is round. You can't really compare where it goes. The other thing we do when we come back for the Watford game is I will have a wrap-up at the transfer window. I don't know that I'm going to be a lot more active. If I do, it'll be a player on a free or a loan player, probably. We'll have to see how that turns out. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I will answer them as fast as I can. My name is FM19. Thank you for watching.